begin our program with a special performance dedicated to all San Diego Unified teachers. Please welcome from the School of Creative and Performing Arts, Quentin Davis, reprising a performance of a poem entitled Life Lessons, accompanied by Kalia Bautista, Wesley Ratez, Luna Whitaker, written by Angel Santamaria, and produced by teacher Roxanne Carrasco.
They say the potential of this world resides in the youth. But the potential of the youth resides within you. You nurture children of every nature. You watched us take tests, form friendships, question topics of legislature. And just like students face every school year with new faces carrying the second parent's burden while being on a last name basis. Classrooms turn into homes, castles with spaces of traces left of both student and teacher, each one with their own distinct future. A poster for motivation, less math misery, a pack of band-aids in a drawer for a science-related injury, a bookshelf with favorites to leave minds unperturbed, a microwave for lunches and prep periods disturbed. As students take up your time, questions never ending, those who ask for tutoring, those arrive earlier than late, and especially those who wish to eat in a familiar space. For them, there is no other mentor worth spending time with, the years of their formative lives with. You refuse to see a student as a failure or disgrace, no matter the learning pace. And when it comes down to it, you have become an expert at recognizing every emotion that flashes on their face. As the sky is able to change from day to night, you become their energizing sunshine or a soft moon to comfort their plights. And as the students who were once children graduate gradually and at all once grow up to become adults, you may become their life coaches, and with strike of fate, become teachers once more when their kids strike 10. And you may find a familiar face against the crowd once again. They say the potential of this world resides in the youth, and with your dedication, they will know the potential of the youth resides within you.
Thank you, Quentin. That was a beautiful dedication. Good evening and welcome to the 2022 Day of the Teacher celebration. I'm your host, Sean Stiles from CBS 8, aka Surfer Sean or Cooking with Styles, you name it, I can do it probably, and your MC for this evening. To begin the program, please stand for the presentation of colors and the Pledge of Allegiance. Thank you. Now to perform our national anthem again from the San Diego School of Creative and Performing Arts, please welcome Olivia Mitchell.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Thank you, Olivia. That was outstanding. Today, we're celebrating National Day of the Teacher. We're proud to acknowledge the countless contributions of our more than 5,000 dedicated teachers within San Diego Unified and their invaluable roles they play in the academic success of our students. At this time, I'd like to take a few moments to thank several people whose contributions made today's celebration possible. The team at SCPA, teacher Roxanne Carrasco, Principal Tim Farson, and the talented student performers we'll hear from this evening, and the school site principals who helped us with special surprise announcements that took place in March. Thank you for lending your time and talents. We'd also like to thank the companies and organizations sponsoring tonight's event. Our co-hosts, North Island Credit Union, California Coast Credit Union, Schools First Credit Union, California Schools VIBA, Mission Federal Credit Union, the San Diego Education Fund, and M2 Video Productions. Our sponsors have helped underwrite the cost of tonight's event. Many are also supporting tonight's opportunity drawing for teachers by generously donating some great prizes. Tonight's a big deal. That's why elected officials listed in our program have signed resolutions or certificates in honor of our District Teachers of the Year. Thank you for taking the time to honor our teachers. To begin tonight's ceremony, I'd like to introduce Board of Education trustees to say a few words.
Good evening. I'm Sharon Whitehurst Payne, the president of the Board of Education.
Hi, I'm Richard Barrera on the Board of Education.
We want to say welcome to the Teacher of the Year annual event, and we're excited to be here this evening because this is our favorite time of the year.
We're so proud and honored to be able to celebrate not only our Teachers of the Year, who of course are amazing, but every teacher in our district who does so much for our kids every single day.
I just want to say on behalf of the board and myself and the community that we thank every teacher in this district. We know that we've been through a very difficult time, and you have been just the backbone of our society, not only of the schools, but the entire society.
People throw around the term heroes too lightly sometimes, but our teachers are absolutely our heroes, and our kids know it, and I'm sure they let you know it every day. As Dr. Whitehurst Payne said, this has been a very difficult year for you, but especially for our students. And you have come through and you've been their lifeline and their source of hope and inspiration. And when we look back at what this generation of young people will go out and do for the world, we can owe it to you for the work that you did with them over these last couple of years. Thank you so much.
It is such an honor to celebrate our amazing teachers here at San Diego Unified. I am the proud daughter of two public school teachers who worked in a large urban school district, and I witnessed firsthand the many tireless hours and the hard work they put in to support their students every day. It was their passion, as I know it is for all of you, to not only educate students, but to encourage them to grow as individuals and become critical thinkers. All of us can probably think back to at least one teacher, but probably more, that made a difference in our lives because they went above and beyond, just like all of you being honored here today do every day. As teachers, you also serve as role models, mentors, and counselors as well. You are the ones that our students seek out and that always take time out of your way too busy schedules to help those in need. It's the most amazing gift in the world to impact a child's life through education, and I thank you for choosing this profession and for all you do for our children to be a positive change maker for future generations. There is no higher honor. We know that going back to in-person learning and all the challenges that have come with this task have not been easy. You have been steadfast in creating an environment in your classrooms that is safe and nurturing during a very turbulent time. Thank you for being the heartbeat of our schools and for being there for all of our students, regardless of the obstacles that you face. As William Butler Yeats once wrote, education is not the filling of a pail, but the lighting of a fire. Thank you.
I'm Michael McQuarrie, board member representing District C, the cluster of schools in the coastal area of San Diego. I'm excited to be here to celebrate our Teachers of the Year. Congratulations to you and to all of our teachers in the San Diego Unified School District. Teachers matter because they are the heart of what makes a high-quality school. It's what produces outstanding educational results, better neighborhoods, healthier and safer communities, a more civil, just, and democratic society, and a better and more sustainable future. As a professional educator with half a century of service in public schools, it is an honor to celebrate those who have dedicated their lives to teaching and show gratitude to those who have mastered the science and art of educating our youth and serving our communities. Today, we recognize you and acknowledge your dedication, service, and commitment to continuously improving your craft and coaching others in the good work you do. Congratulations and thank you.
Congratulations to the San Diego Unified Teacher of the Year. Really want to appreciate you for dedicating your life to helping our children and our youth to learn and to succeed in academics and in life. Thank you so much. As a teacher, I understand and appreciate all the hard work that you and all teachers have put forth during this very challenging time of COVID. And I'm just glad to be back in the classroom and hope that we can get this behind us. So thank you very much for all your work this year, and congratulations again for Teacher of the Year. Well done.
Thank you, trustees. It's a tradition at our Teacher of the Year event to have opportunity drawings, and tonight is no different, except for the fact it's virtual. Here's how it'll work. All the Teachers of the Year's names have been entered into today's raffle. Our producers will use a randomized name generator to select our winner. This year, we've got $50 gift cards up for grabs, courtesy of our sponsors. Congratulations to our winners. An email will be sent to you detailing how you can claim your prize.
Good evening. My name is Gloria Rogers, Vice President of School and Community Development for North Island Credit Union. North Island Credit Union is proud to serve as co-host for the San Diego Unified Teacher of the Year program. It is my honor to introduce you to your superintendent, Dr. Lamont Jackson.
Good evening, and welcome to the 2022 Teacher of the Year ceremony. I'm excited to be here to honor each and every one of the 5,000 teachers in our district. However, today is not only dedicated to the 135 Teachers of the Year we are formally recognizing, but to all of our district teachers who have continued to overcome challenges during these unprecedented times. Additionally, all of our teachers who are being recognized as the 2022 Teachers of the Year should have received a gift bag filled with tokens of appreciation along with a certificate of recognition. We hope you enjoy them. Congratulations. Tonight is for you.
Thank you, Superintendent Jackson. The San Diego Education Association is a vital partner on a daily basis. They play an important role in our Teacher of the Year awards and celebration. They traditionally host all the selection committee meetings, and SDEA site representatives help coordinate the Site Teacher of the Year nomination process. Their commitment to you and our students is greatly appreciated. Keisha Borden, president of SDEA, is here with us to say a few words.
Hello, I'm so excited to join you to celebrate the amazing work of educators across our district. I first want to recognize the parents in the room. You truly are your child's first teacher. I also want to recognize the preschool and elementary educators who create nurturing yet rigorous learning environments that build a foundation for success in their students' future academic endeavors. I also want to recognize those middle school educators who provide instruction and support to students as they work through the challenges and snares of adolescence and learn to navigate the academic and social world as emerging teenagers. I also want to recognize the educators in our high school and adult programs who provide those final years of instruction and support for our students before they enter the world of college and career. And finally, I want to recognize all of the school nurses, counselors, SLPs, and school psychologists who support our students in so many ways, usually while traveling between multiple schools during the week. Your expertise is invaluable in supporting our most vulnerable students. Thank you to every one of you for the work you do every day to ensure our students and families have what they need to be successful. The successes of our district would not happen without each and every one of you devoting your time and energy. This year, 6 extraordinary educators and SDA members have been named the 2022 San Diego Unified District Teachers of the Year and runners-up. These educators and all of the other site teachers of the year exemplify the amazing work being done in classrooms across our district every day. They work tirelessly to create learning environments where students feel safe and empowered to reach their highest potential. The lessons these educators instill in their students are not limited to the classroom, but can be applied throughout a student's life to support them in becoming successful, contributing members of their communities. These educators also support their colleagues through collaboration, professional development, coaching, and mentoring. Our educators do so much and give so much of their time, energy, and heart to all of the students and families we serve. It is my hope that we can continue to provide to our students the supports that they have always needed, and then some. I and the members of SDEA look forward to working with the school board, the superintendent, and district staff to reimagine what our schools could be moving forward and work to fulfill that potential. Congratulations to our Teachers of the Year. Thank you again to everyone who have made time in our very busy schedules to join in the celebration, to recognize and support the amazing work of these dedicated San Diego Unified educators. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Keisha. To begin the recognition portion of our evening, we'd like to honor the 2022 Future Teacher Scholarship recipients awarded by the San Diego Education Fund. Speaking of the future teachers, San Diego Unified is excited to announce a launch of a brand new program dedicated to future educators. Here's Program Director Kimberly Moore.
Hello, I'm Kimberly Moore, Diversity and Inclusion Officer for San Diego Unified. It is my distinct honor to coordinate Teach Lead San Diego, our district's Grow Your Own Educator pipeline, dedicated to supporting individuals who want to become teachers and leaders in our schools and communities. Our goal is to foster homegrown educators and leaders reflective of the diverse student population we serve and with whom our students can identify. We actively seek to eliminate barriers diverse candidates face as they enter into the profession. We proudly partner with the San Diego Education Fund, who invests in the futures of aspiring teachers and STEM professionals by providing scholarships, mentoring, networking, and assistance with employment in San Diego Unified once they have successfully obtained their teaching credential. On behalf of the San Diego Education Fund, it is my pleasure to announce the 2022 SDEF Future Teacher and STEM Scholarship recipients. Please join me in congratulating the following teacher scholarship recipients: Julia Burge, Point Loma High School; Grace Lepore, Point Loma High School; Wendy Lopez Marino, La Jolla High School; and Jesus Cortez from Madison High School. Now join me in congratulating the following STEM scholarship recipients: Christy Lee from Kearney Educational Complex, Lijabo Ibrahim from O'Farrell Charter School, Jacob Manzanares from Patrick Henry High School, and Joseph Sun from Crawford High School. Congratulations to all our scholarship recipients. We're so proud of you, we support you, and we're with you all the way. On behalf of Teach Lead San Diego, we want to congratulate the 2022 Teachers of the Year on a job well done. It is Teach Lead's hope to foster future distinguished teachers like all of you here tonight.
Thank you, Kimberly. Before we move on to the next set of honorees, let's have another drawing for our teachers in the online audience. We've got a few more gift cards up for grabs. Congratulations to all our winners. An email will be sent to you with details on how to claim your prize. Now it is with great pleasure I get to introduce the San Diego's Chief of Police with a very special message to our Teachers of the Year.
Hello, I'm David Nislak from the San Diego Police Department, Chief of Police. I'd like to start off and say thank you to all the teachers from San Diego Unified, the the business of education is so important and so pivotal. And I just want to say thank you for all of you taking that task of developing our next generations. But I also want to honor those who have been recognized as Teachers of the Year, and that is Andrea Loico from Clay Elementary, Joe Polson from Marston Middle, and Josh Rosenberg from Scripps Ranch High. I'd also like to recognize several others that were recognized for their outstanding work in the area of education, and that is Rich Redmond from Baker Elementary and Kimberly Frank from Stanley Middle. Well done to all of you, and again, thank you for what you do.
Good evening. On behalf of California Coast Credit Union, it is my absolute honor and privilege to introduce to you our San Diego Mayor, Todd Gloria.
Hi, I'm San Diego Mayor Todd Gloria, and I'm also an alumnus of James Madison High School in Claremont. As a product of San Diego Unified, I know firsthand the lasting impacts teachers make on their students. I still remember Coach David Ose, who was my student government advisor at Madison, who taught me so much about leadership, lessons I still use to this day. So as we celebrate Teacher Appreciation Week, I'm honored to recognize San Diego Unified's 2022 Teachers of the Year. Congratulations to Andrea Loico, who has been a teacher for 15 years and currently works as a kindergarten teacher at Clay Elementary School. I'd also like to recognize Joe Paulson, another Teacher of the Year, who has been teaching for 21 and a half years and currently teaches video and exploring technology at Marston Middle School. And lastly, Josh Rosenberg, who has 14 years of teaching under his belt and is currently working as a biology teacher at Scripps Ranch High School. I'm so grateful to each and every one of you for investing in the next generation of San Diegans and, in turn, making our city a better place for all of us. Congratulations again, and thanks for making our city proud.
Now it's time to begin honoring our 2022 Teachers of the Year.
While we've become accustomed to virtual ceremonies and celebrations and all of the many events that we have done over the past 2 years, and I'm so thankful for the technology that has allowed us to be together online, we know that virtual events have not allowed me to express face-to-face my gratitude for the difference you make in the lives of our students. My hope is that next year, I will be able to thank you in person and shake the hands of each and every Teacher of the Year. But tonight, I hope I can virtually reach your heart with my words. Tonight's ceremony began with a poem. This poem was debuted last year. The words, authored and recited by one of our talented students, perfectly described the meaning and profound role teachers play in the lives of our students. So much so that we would like to make this a tradition. Now, I'm going to do my best to express my gratitude for the work that you, as a teacher, do day in and day out. Thank you for the innovative and creative ways of educating our students and overcoming the obstacles we faced during COVID-19. Thank you for always showing up and doing your best. Thank you for being able to create thriving learning environments and the best practices. Through it all, you've been able to support and see our students, our district, and our community through the most difficult of times. You've taught life lessons in resilience, perseverance, and independence. These lessons will impact our students for years to come. Teachers of the Year for 2022, congratulations for rising to the top. We are, our students are, because you are. Thank you.
Tonight, we're celebrating the individuals selected by the Distinguished Selection Committee. The Selection Committee is composed of the previous 2 years' Teachers of the Year. As a committee, they contribute many hours of time and energy to this process. They read and score applications, conduct interviews, and observe in the classroom. With so many outstanding teachers, it's a challenging assignment, especially this year, and this role is one they take very seriously. Now I'd like to introduce the members of the Selection Committee. Tom Courtney, Sharon Apple, Lupe Celadon, Renee Thomas, Francia Panillos, Paula Richardson, Kelly Young, Deirdre Fabian, Melissa Taleb, and Erica Soto-Nada.
This year, we had over 130 teachers that were recognized at their school sites. Each site nominee is invited to apply for District Teacher of the Year honors. A selection committee made up of past Teachers of the Year has the challenge, responsibility, and honor of selecting one teacher from each level, elementary, middle, and high school, as District Teacher of the Year. And now, I'd like to hand it over to my fellow 2021 Teachers of the Year to introduce the Teacher of the Year runners-up.
Hello, my name is Sharon Apple, and I have the esteemed honor of being recognized as the 2021 High School Teacher of the Year. It gives me great pleasure to introduce one of our runners-up for Teacher of the Year, Jennifer Harden, 10th to 12th grade social studies teacher at San Diego High School, School of Business and Leadership. Here is what Principal Franny Del Carmen said about Jennifer. Jennifer is someone who's determined to further enhance not only her own educational growth, but also her students. Jennifer is also admired by her colleagues. She has been recognized as a San Diego High School Teacher of the Year 4 times. Her open-mindedness and spirit of service gives me hope for our future. On behalf of San Diego Unified and your fellow educators, we congratulate Jennifer Harden.
Hello, and thank you. I've been teaching at San Diego Unified for 27 years. Started off as a substitute, did the high school diploma program, had a part-time contract, then finally got a full-time contract, and I've been at San Diego High for the last 23 years. I've been a semifinalist for District Teacher of the Year 3 times, and so I consider this to be a great honor to take that next step beyond. I'd like to thank the staff from San Diego High, both past and present, for always being super supportive and collaborative and just having each other's backs. I'd like to thank the 5,000 students or so that I've taught over the years who've inspired me to get up every day, to be creative, to get out there and explore the world so I can bring that back to them, to the classroom. I'd like to give a special recognition to the National Endowment for the Humanities, who offers summer programs for teachers that allow us to expand our knowledge, meet people from all across the country, travel the world, and really bring that back to our classrooms. And thank you very much for this award.
Hello, I'm Lupe Celadon, 2021 Middle School Teacher of the Year. This year, I have the pleasure of introducing Kimberly Frank, 7th grade science teacher at Stanley Middle School, as Middle School Teacher of the Year runner-up. Here is what Principal William Pearson said about Kimberly. During the pandemic, when some teachers panicked with the transition to online learning, Ms. Frank used the opportunity to expand her use of technology in the classroom to connect the next generation of science standards clearly to lessons and assessments. She is pioneering standards-based learning at our school and successfully tackling the challenges of overcoming hurdles through research-based practices and collaboration. On behalf of San Diego Unified and your fellow educators, we congratulate Kimberly Frank.
I am honored to be named the San Diego Unified School District 2021-22 Teacher of the Year runner-up. The COVID era of teaching has not been easy, but the challenges have demanded growth, innovation, and transformation. Now that we're back together in the classroom, I'm excited to make the most of every moment with my students while incorporating some of the lessons I've learned along the way. This year, I'm implementing standards-based learning in my classroom. I'll be honest, it was intimidating and definitely not easy to totally change my grading system and help pilot standards-based learning at my school site. but I'm beyond excited about how it has shifted students' focus from earning points and getting good grades to sticking with challenges until they've mastered the critical concepts. The work teachers do in the classroom is collective and additive, and wouldn't be possible without the dedication and support of fellow educators. I'd like to thank the amazing Stanley Middle School Science Department. I hit the jackpot with the professionals that make up my department. These science educators are more than colleagues, they're friends. I know that I can count on them for support, inspiration, and to challenge me. I also wouldn't be the teacher I am today without my colleagues from other departments, my administrators, counselors, support staff, and most importantly, our amazing students. Go Seahawks!
Hello, I'm Francia Pinillos, the 2021 High School Teacher of the Year runner-up. I have the pleasure of introducing our final Teacher of the Year runner-up, Rich Redmond, STEAM TK through 5th grade teacher at Baker Elementary School. Here is what Principal Kathleen Gallagher had to say about Rich. Mr. Rich's profound respect for students, staff, and parents is evident in his daily actions at Baker. He knows every single one of our students by name. He volunteers to welcome them at the gate every morning. He is well prepared with powerful lessons that engage students' curiosity and inspire them to be their best selves. On behalf of San Diego Unified and your fellow educators, we congratulate Rich Redmond.
Thank you so much. I want to thank everyone involved in the Teacher of the Year process. I'm very humbled by this award. And when asked to write a 1 to 2 minute speech for this award, I told my wife I can't do that because I didn't achieve this award alone. I'm just a mirror of all the Teachers of the Year who have taught me so much. So she said, write about what you really feel. So there's not going to be any hidden gems of teaching wisdom here. I'd like to dedicate this award to my Teachers of the Year. First and foremost, the students at Baker Elementary have taught me so much about love and compassion. To the 4th grade class who gave a standing ovation to a classmate with autism who presented his findings in front of the class. To Leah, Alexis, Isabella, and Alejandro, who wait outside in front of school every day to take students with special needs to their classroom. To Naomi and Samantha, who while working through personal issues of their own with Mrs. Cottingham, come to volunteer with my kindergartners every day and can reach them in ways that I can't. To my principal, Dr. Gallagher, who believed in me and gave me the confidence to serve the students to the best of my ability. Who made me realize how the words of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. rang true when he said, anyone can be a leader. All you have to do is serve. To my 19 Teachers of the Year at Baker, who have taught me about hard work and immeasurable love for their students. To my father, who served in the inner city of Detroit as a minister and social leader for 30 years, who had one of the first integrated churches in Detroit in the 1960s. To my brother, who while following in my father's footsteps, was murdered at the age of 24. To my mother, who taught me the value of education from starting out as a home economics teacher to a principal of an inner city junior high. To my wife, who made a loving and stable family and gave me 4 wonderful sons. My son Alex, a student at UCI, who told me 2 days ago how he went to purchase food for a homeless woman and her child. To my son Nicholas, who for 2 years assisted a lonely woman down the street with her gardening and trash and adopted her dog when she passed away this spring. To my son Robert, who worked so hard to graduate from MIT, who's probably the only other person who would be just as uncomfortable as I am speaking up here. And to my son Richie, who always asks me the hard questions like, why are some people your friends until they get into groups and then they ignore you? And to JD, a special SDUSD retired special education teacher who pushed me to put in an application for Teacher of the Year. Thank you, all of you, for teaching me.
Congratulations to our Teachers of the Year runners-up.
On behalf of California Coast Credit Union, it is with great pleasure that we introduce you to tonight's student entertainment. In addition to supporting educators all over San Diego and Riverside counties, we are thrilled to be able to provide $150,000 in student scholarships this year. Please join us in welcoming tonight's student entertainment, San Diego Unified students jazz musicians from San Diego SCPA, Brenda Greggio, John Murray, and Nick Codwell.
1, 2, 3,
It's now the moment we've all been waiting for. Time to present the District Teachers of the Year. Here now is Superintendent Lamont Jackson to make the 2022 Teacher of the Year introductions. Superintendent Jackson, please begin the honors.
I'm so honored to introduce this year's Elementary School Teacher of the Year, Mrs. Loico, kindergarten teacher at Clay Elementary.
Hi, my name is Andrea Loico. I'm a kindergarten teacher at Clay Elementary, and I've been teaching for 16 years. I had a lot of teachers along the way help me become the person that I am today, and I hope to pay that forward in every way, every day. I had teachers who saw me when I didn't feel seen, maybe at home or in school. So in 5th grade, I had a teacher named Mr. Amble, and I knew that he was the one that you wanted to get. And when I was placed in his class, I basically felt like I had won the lottery, and I knew that my life was about to change. The thing about Mr. Amble was he showed us that teachers could be part of your family, and they could be someone that stuck with you along the way. And that's something that I take into my craft every single day. I'm a part of these people's family for the long run. I'm not in it for 1 year or 1 day. I'm in it with an open door for any year past the years that they're with me. I showed up at school yesterday and we had a surprise assembly. And at that assembly, I saw congratulations. So I thought, well, there's a lot of things that we could be congratulated for. We were doing great things, but that congratulations was actually for me. So I had a student my first year here at Clay. His name is Mohammed. He stood up and had memorized a speech that was all about me. And I'll probably cry thinking about it right now, but he talked about kindness and caring about literacy and my love for nature. And he's in 5th grade now. He's about to promote outside of Clay. And in the end, my family came out. My high schooler had to go take his AP Chem class early. He ran up in the final moment, and I got to see all of my family there to realize, standing in front of my entire school, standing in front of my own sons, I did it. and it's amazing. Any individual person who goes out into the world and wants to help bring up young people, you're gonna have a million hands that helped you get to where you are. So along my way, I've had amazing mentor teachers. In my time at San Diego State, I had people who actually saw me and encouraged me in a way that was tangible. It let me see that I could do this for other people and that there's probably nothing more important in the entire world than being somebody who lifts another person up. And I've been really, really fortunate along my path to have mentors like Lisa Forehand and Lori McKee, people who just saw me and saw that there might be something there that they could encourage, and that encouragement has taken me to where I am today. I'm really proud of where I am today.
Please welcome the 2022 Elementary School Teacher of the Year, Mrs. Andrea Loico.
Thank you, Dr. Jackson. This is an unbelievable honor. What a rare opportunity it's been to reflect on my own path and the path that all of us as educators take. When you're a teacher, you show up, you put your head down, and you go to work. Rarely pausing long enough to even use the restroom, much less look back on our journey and our contributions. So thank you, San Diego Unified, for this opportunity and recognition. We all know that this is not a job that one does successfully alone. Support and inspiration has come from so many hands and hearts to make a moment like this possible. I would like to thank my mom, Connie, who raised my sister Tracy and I with an incredible example of hard work, unyielding energy, and always putting her kids first. She knew years before I did that education was my path. Okay, Mom, fine, you were right. I'd like to thank my own childhood teachers, Mr. Amble from College Park Elementary and Mrs. Shimpock from Costa Mesa High School, for seeing more in me than I saw in myself, and for making a shy and anxious kid feel heard, and for showing me that teachers can be family. 18 years ago, I walked over to the elementary school across the street from my house and did my first observation hours as a new San Diego State credential student. I hit the jackpot when I walked into Lisa Fornhand's first grade classroom. The room was alive, filled with love, and it was a safe place to make mistakes. I remember her telling the kids to kiss their brain when they said something interesting or shared a strong connection. Well, I stole that phrase, and I still use it to this day. Thank you for showing me that a classroom can feel like home. I would like to thank Principal Beverly Fitzpatrick and the entire Daylord Elementary community for giving me my first chance at having my own classroom. Both of my sons attended Daylord, and over the course of our years there, the community got behind us, had faith in us, and they opened doors for us to paint murals, build gardens, and to truly see the beauty of what's possible when a school is a community. I want to give a special shout out to my own principal, Lindsay Micallison, and everyone in my current school family at Clay Elementary. Clay is living proof of small but mighty. I will be forever grateful to the Clay community for welcoming me with open arms, for challenging me, and for providing me with so many opportunities, and for giving me a home. I am better because of you. As teachers, we ask a lot of our own families. We work long, physically and mentally exhausting hours that don't necessarily end when we leave campus. We often make personal sacrifices that doing this job sometimes requires, and we ask our families to come along for this journey. To say that I couldn't have done this without the help and patience of my husband, Ryan, and my two boys, Elijah and Ezra, is an understatement. I love you guys. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Lastly, to my fellow educators, our strength lies in one another. I saw during COVID a new world of connectivity and collaboration on a local and global level. Teachers creating, sharing, supporting, seeking advice, and even venting when necessary. I would not have been as successful during the pandemic and online learning without the camaraderie and the love that became our collective worldwide partnership. We are the thin written line, and we do it all for our students. By starting with love, kindness, and respect to encourage self-advocacy, conflict resolution, and confidence in our students, we can move our world toward a more inclusive and unified place. Thank you very much.
I am so honored to introduce this year's Middle School Teacher of the Year, Mr. Joe Paulson, who teaches 6th grade, 7th grade, and 8th grade video and graphic design, and comes from Marston Middle School.
Hi, I'm Joe Paulson. I am a video and graphic design teacher at Marston Middle School. I've been teaching for 22 years. One of the reasons I'm here is because of the program that we have here at Marston Middle School. It's called the TMR, the Mariner Report, which we do every Monday morning. We show it for period 1 for the first few minutes. It usually runs about 6, 7, 8, 10 minutes. And it's student-driven, stories, silliness, dad jokes, serious news too about what's happening on campus. And it's just a lot of fun. It's been my driving force. And then when I got into it, I realized the importance of this program. I realized how it could bring the school together. Instead of teachers just sitting in their classrooms and doing their own thing, it brings those classrooms to all the other teachers so we know what's going on campus. I love the classroom teaching, but my favorite part is when I can get in smaller groups. I always want to be improving, and that desire to improve is something that I want to demonstrate to my students as well. I just want them to be wanting more from themselves and know that there is more. I definitely want to thank my wife and my son just for being there, being supportive in so many ways. I want to thank Joe Austin, who he's the guy who got me into the classroom in the fall of that 1999. I want to thank all my colleagues here at Marston, of course, who inspire me and who help me and display great professionalism and love for what they do and for me. Of course, all my students who inspire me daily and who drive me, and my TMR team. I can't forget those guys because they're awesome and they do wonderful work. And I wouldn't be here without my TMR team.
Please welcome the 2022 Middle School Teacher of the Year, Mr. Joe Paulson.
Thanks, Dr. Jackson. I appreciate it. I'm honored, I'm thrilled, I'm awestruck to be here to receive this honor, and I am truly thankful. I feel truly blessed. I want to thank all my colleagues at Marston Middle School, my administration, counselors, the folks who nominated me. I definitely want to thank all my students, without whom I would not be here. I want to thank the CTE program, Sarah Vielma, and the folks there at CTE who do a wonderful job. I want to thank the folks at the TMR. TMR, what is that, you asked? TMR is the Mariner Report. That's my school newscast that we do once a week. We shoot it on a Friday and we record it on a Monday. And to be honest, I think that's one of the main reasons that I'm here. It's an opportunity to bring the school closer together, to see what's happening in other teachers' classrooms. When I first started doing it, and even more so now, just to bring our community together. Teaching is oftentimes it's a solitary job. We sit in our rooms and we do our work, and we don't know what other teachers are doing. And so we use this opportunity, the TMR, the Mariner Report, to bring everyone closer together. I want to thank my wife and my son and for their loving support. And I think I covered everybody. So again, thank you so much. I hope to live up to the title over the next year and onward. So thank you again.
It is my pleasure, and I am so honored to introduce this year's High School Teacher of the Year, Mr. Josh Rosenberg, who teaches biology at Scripps Ranch High School.
My name's Josh Rosenberg. I'm a teacher here at Scripps Ranch High School teaching bio. I became a teacher because at an early age I had different experiences where I was teaching. I didn't know that's what it was at the time. In high school, my summer job was doing private swim lessons. There's been a lot of things that have got me to be the teacher that I am today. But if you were to ask students what I hope is their favorite part of the class, it's that I'm a storyteller. And I try to bring what I've done that actually relates to bio so that they see that it's part of everyday life anyway. Prior to being a teacher, I was an animal trainer. And so as we kind of go into an ecology unit, or right now we're doing a project on extinction, I've had those real life experiences working with animals that are endangered or in trouble. And so I could talk about them from a personal front. My favorite part of being a teacher now is kids. I mean, that's why you got to get into this in the first place, because I really think I could be a positive influence. But I also feel the role of a teacher is much more than that. These students have so many questions or lack of understanding of the world, and I've got to do a lot of things even before I became a teacher. So to just share experiences and maybe kind of get them thinking of what else is out there, the best advice I could give for teachers is you need to be positive. If the students look at you and they see that you're struggling or you're having a bad day, they're going to adopt that. Be honest, you know, let them know that you understand this is a tough year. Don't try to cover it up and make it seem like it's normal, because it hasn't been. So the kids will see that, okay? They understand that's genuine and that's real. As a teacher, one of the things I'm most proud of is about the culture of my school. I've been an advisor for No Place for Hate. I am for anti-bias and anti-bullying at our school. I've worked for a number of years with ASB to change some of the traditions to be more about inclusion. And I think that could expand to the district. We really need to look out after these students more than ever before, because some of them they're behind and some of their skills are a little delayed. And it's gonna be up to the teachers in the classroom that bring them back up to where we need them to be. I'm just gonna go in order of the people I wanna thank. I'm gonna go back to some of my high school teachers. Tony Harper was my AP bio teacher and also my swim coach for 3 years. I didn't do great in English, but I had 2 wonderful women, Miss Scott and Mrs. Partridge, who looked at me and saw the potential just to be a good student. My wife has been with me through all of this. There's weekends and vacations, I'm still doing work. So she has been by far the most valuable advocate I could have. Mrs. Fowler, who is our department head, has been a mentor and a friend. Mr. Britton got hired at the same time I did 12 years ago. And Miss Kimball has now been here 9 years. And so the 4 of us have worked together. A lot of the things that the principal wants to happen now, we've been doing. So there's a lot of synergy between us, and I think that's, I appreciate my work colleagues for helping that, because they've definitely helped me grow and given resources and given criticism and been supportive this whole way as I've been a teacher here.
Please welcome the 2022 High School Teacher of the Year, Mr. Josh Rosenberg.
Wow, just amazing to be here. Thank you, Superintendent Jackson. Little did you know I was the teacher he spoke to that first week of school at Scripps, and I came running up to you and he said, "What's going on?" And I said, "We don't have PPE for the classroom." And guess what? Next week we had PPE for the classroom. So thank you very much, Superintendent Jackson. It's a lot more different to be standing up here with you today, and I'm honored, surprised, honored to actually be there. And I think it's just important that this is all about making connections, and this award is towards that. Just this week I had 3 quick reminders of why I'm a teacher. So I had a student 2 years ago, and unfortunately when COVID shut everything down, never got to say goodbye. And so earlier, a couple months ago, she was walking in the quad. I'm like, "Hey, where are you going?" And she's like, "I'm going to art class." I said, "You know, I would really love something for my classroom." And she goes, Sure. And I just assumed that'd be the end of the story. And today she came in at lunch and she gave me this awesome original piece of art signed by her. And I'm like, that's great. But even better, I get a text, and it's from a student who I had 5 years ago. And she's in a microbiology class, and she needs help because she's looking at a microscope and can't identify what she's looking at. And I'm thinking, this is what I wanted. I wanted students to know that I'm always going to be there, and I'm always going to be a resource. And she got 100% on the project. So you're always a teacher to your students, even when they leave your classroom. But most of all, those connections are just those crazy things. It's been really hard to get to cheer my students on at all the different activities that they do, but I actually got to get to a girls' water polo game, and they were so excited when they saw me walk in. I'm a bio teacher, by the way, and they had a play called Meiosis. So the classroom had ended up in a water polo game, and it was one of the most amazing things. And it was awesome. It made me know that they kept thinking, and it just made me that much happier to be able to go support them doing the things that they love and the things that they're passionate about. I started teaching late in the game. I did a whole bunch of other different careers, which I think is kind of normal. I worked in the restaurant business. I worked in construction. I was an animal trainer for a long time and never really saw teaching. But I realized that those all were sort of teaching jobs. And so when the time came and my wife's like, what are you gonna do for the rest of your life? Teaching made sense. What I didn't know is that when I finished my credential on a Friday, that SCPA would say, hey, you're starting on Monday. And so my first foray into teaching was totally trial by fire. And from then, it just got better and better. There are so many people that I need to thank for helping me to get here. Most of all, I have to thank my beautiful wife, Nicole, because she pulled all the slack. You know, becoming a teacher with young children, going to BITSA, supporting me during a master's, watching me have to grade on the weekends. She was always there, and she's always been supportive, and she'll never quite understand how much I appreciate it, and I know I've never done a great job of telling her. So, love of my life, thank you for all of that. My children, Elle and Bree, who are now high schoolers themselves, and Ella's going off to SLO next year, you've kept me on my toes. You've rolled your eyes at me more times than I can remember. Maybe sometimes I deserved it, maybe sometimes I don't. But your input has infinitely helped me grow as a parent and as a person. And for that, I'm extremely grateful. Thank you to my bio department at Scripps. We've been together 9 years. Patty, Drew, Nikki. We represent exactly what a PLC should be. We support each other, we vent with each other, we rant, but most of all, we've created awesome curriculum together. And I look forward to be able to continue to do that with all of you. I also have to put a shout out to the rest of the colleagues at Scripps Ranch who've always had my back. You've all played a role in shaping me as the teacher that I am today, all the admin, all the counselors, and my friends in various departments. And to you as well, I'm very, very grateful. To Tony Harper, Jane Partridge, and Cynthia Scott, these were 3 of my favorite high school teachers at New Trier outside of Chicago, who probably planted a seed in me about teaching that I never realized till almost 20 years later. Thank you very much. And finally, to my students, I thank you most of all. I do this job because I care about every single one of you. Not every day is easy, but you inspire me to bring energy and passion every day. I appreciate each and every one of you. The only reason I'm here is because you challenge me and have constantly made me evolve to create a better and more rigorous and meaningful curriculum. Teaching is not easy. We wear many hats, but be honest, and the rewards are endless. Every success story starts with a teacher. There have been many changes and challenges, and it is critical teachers continue to be at the front of the line, giving our students all the support that they need. I'd like to leave you with this. There has been a Bigfoot sighting at Scripps.
Congratulations once again to all the Teachers of the Year and the honorees tonight. It's a special honor to be recognized by your peers. Let's give them all another round of applause. Tonight, several of our elected officials are recognizing the efforts of our dedicated teachers with certificates of recognition and are either present or have representatives present. Thank you again to all our elected officials and their representatives for recognizing the outstanding teachers. As mentioned earlier, North Island Credit Union is a generous partner in our Teacher of the Year Awards and celebration. They are our co-host in this ceremony, and they are here with a special surprise for our Teachers of the Year. They wanted to ensure the teachers were gifted with $500 for them to enjoy as a job well done. At this time, I'd like to welcome North Island Credit Union with some remarks.
Hello everyone, my name is Nancy Banuelos. I'm the Senior School and Community Development Officer with North Island Credit Union. Thank you so much for the amazing opportunity to celebrate our teachers with you today. North Island Credit Union is pleased to co-host the Teacher of the Year celebration with San Diego Unified School District. As a credit union with its roots in education, we understand the significance each and every one of you have in our students and our communities, which is why we're proud to say that every year we invest over $500,000 in education. This includes our biannual T-shirt grant program that funds innovative learning experiences and our annual college scholarship program for students. We also offer specific products and services geared towards your needs, including our educator checking account with no monthly fees, our educator summer savings account that offers you a competitive rate of 2.5%, and our 0% classroom loans. I invite you to visit one of our 11 branches in the San Diego County. Congratulations to our Teachers of the Year and runners-up. Thank you and have a great night.
Tonight's event would not be possible without the generous contributions of our new sponsors, several longtime supporters of our district, and our students. At this time, our sponsors would like to recognize the District Teachers of the Year with special gifts.
California Coast Credit Union is honored to be your longtime partner in education. Founded in 1929 by a group of San Diego Unified School teachers, education has always played an important role at Cal Coast. And in 2015, Cal Coast Cares Foundation was started, and it is directly benefiting local students and teachers through scholarships and educator grants. Since its inception, the Cal Coast Cares Foundation has awarded over $600,000 in scholarships and teachers grants. It is with great privilege to celebrate and recognize so many wonderful teachers this evening. Congratulations to this year's Teachers of the Year recipients.
Good afternoon. My name is Matt Ogden, an account manager with California Schools Viva. At California Schools Viva, we provide health benefit plans and well-being resources to San Diego Unified School District employees. Our mission is to ensure all Californians have accessible and equitable health care. We would like to congratulate the winners and runner-ups for this year's Teacher of the Year award. Your dedication and commitment is greatly appreciated throughout the community. Congratulations to all the Teacher of the Year award winners and runner-ups.
My name is Cynthia Covarrubias, and I am your Schools First Federal Credit Union Specialist. Schools First is the largest educational credit union in the nation. We are passionate about serving school employees and their immediate family members. We do that by providing tailor-made products and services that are built around you in mind, such as we have a savings account, our Summer Saver, that has a very generous high interest rate. We have 0% loan for both our certificated and classified staff, as well as a no PMI mortgage program to help our school employees get closer to their dream home. Today, we are here to honor and celebrate San Diego Unified School District's 2022 Teachers of the Year. On behalf of Schools First Federal Credit Union, congratulations to all of San Diego Unified School District's 2022 Teachers of the Year.
Hello, I'm Yvonne Jones from Mission Fed. Mission Fed is truly honored to support this year's 2022 Teachers of the Year. Thank you for your dedication and passion you bring each and every day. You're a priceless treasure to not only your students, their families, but our entire community. Congratulations.
Congratulations, San Diego Unified Teachers of the Year and all those nominated. North Island Credit Union is proud to support the community for over 85 years. With strong roots to education and proud ties to military, we honor all those who serve. Every year, the credit union provides over $500,000 in support of education. This includes our annual scholarship program, our biannual teacher grant, and in support of financial literacy. We are proud to service over 165,000 members with innovative products and services to help them build a stronger, brighter financial future. We encourage you to learn more about North Island Credit Union and visit any of our 11 branch locations throughout San Diego County. Once again, congratulations, and we look forward to serving you.
I want to end this evening with gratitude. I want to thank our host, Sean Stiles, our co-host, who has been wonderful, North Island Credit Union. I want to thank our generous sponsors, California Coast Credit Union, California Schools Viva, Schools First Credit Union, Mission Federal Credit Union, and M2 Video Productions for helping us produce this beautiful virtual event. Thank you all for your continued support of our district and our teachers. I would also like to thank San Diego Mayor Todd Gloria and Chief Nislight for their kind words, and all of the elected officials who sent our Teachers of the Year tremendous recognition, and thank you for the certificates as we reach the end of our amazing ceremony this evening. I would like to say thank you to our Board of Education for recognizing the importance of this day and dedicating a special board meeting to honor our current and future teachers. Last but not least, a huge thanks to Isabella McNeil, we know her as Isa, and Melissa Hamilton for the coordination of this year's Teacher of the Year and Day of the Teacher celebration. Thank you, ladies.
Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in one final round of applause for the 2022 Teachers of the Year and all the excellent teachers who, together, are the foundation of the San Diego Unified School District.